Get rid of that snake. Get rid of that snake. I want to thank my subscriber, Jen, for the $250 Visa gift card that you sent me. I'm very, very, and for calling me last night. I appreciate you very much. I got it, and I was able to transfer it through Zelle into my bank account, which will be available in 24 hours. So I hope that I wish that you win the lottery. And if I say it, it is. Yep. Child orphan. Feels a little boring. For the children. Wait, what is it? The orphans? What's that friggin' 2.5 Men? I don't know if it's about adopting. It could be about two guys adopting a child. It may not. It doesn't have to be 2 men. Let's just see. Orphan. Little Orphan Annie. Okay. Is that story about some of you? Temporary triumph. She was an orphan who was what? Taken in by some rich king. I want to find out more about this. This is beautiful child. That's what this is to me. And then this in the upright is independence based on learning to go it alone. Conquering fear of surviving. It's natural for you to just flow through life, even problems and all. Problems that most people would find difficult to get through and get past. I believe it's just very easy for you. There's always something that comes with that, though. It should be admiration and respect. I want to look up some shit about Orphan Annie and the storyline, and I'll be right back. Here's the... Annie is a musical about a young orphan girl living in a harsh New York City orphanage during the Great Depression. She is taken in by billionaire Oliver Warbucks, who hopes to improve his public image, and together they embark on a journey to find her long-lost parents, while facing challenges from the orphanage's cruel caretaker, Miss Hannigan. Is this your story? Nope. That's so odd that happened yesterday. I pause ridiculousness, and when I go to play up at the top of my phone, it's the radio. Either way, I don't like it. Tell me about this beautiful child. This reminds me of golden blonde hair with the sun for some reason. I've never thought of golden light. And both of them, the hair on both of these is white. So I'm definitely taught, and the kid on this has blonde hair. Obviously, yes, you can put it for yourself, but this is what I'm seeing. There could have been 2 of you. I'm not sure if you're females, males, mixed, but one's darker skin, one's lighter skin. 28. And here's this guy. I'm telling you, I feel like this is somebody's actual story that they made this musical about. There's also always the possibility that somebody created your situation to go with the movie. This is just how weird shit has been for a while now.
What comes to mind when you hear the word sloppy finish?
Sloppy finish. This male, this is loyal, but I feel like if you had somebody come take you out of an orphanage or out of a situation that could have been something like that, he walked away from loyalty. That's what this is. This is, I'm loyal, I'm reliable, I'm upstanding in the reason that I'm doing this, but this is, I'm not. And it could be that whoever did this was doing this for public image. Yeah, truth. I'm going to get some letters. I don't believe this is going to be long. That could have even been the situation, is that it wasn't supposed to be long. I see FM popped out. So it's either you're a female or these are the Freemasons that took you in. This guy was connected to the Freemasons. Okay. FR, Freemasons. Raphael. Oh, I love Jeezy. Hey, buddy. TF. Definitely could be a Tiffany. Or TY. FRTF. And TY. Tyson, Tyrone, Tyler. Almost a good life. I want to see which one fits right. Remember that time. Somebody was talking about this, real-time targeting. Remember that time. Mental conflict. Oh, somebody's being forced to remember that time. And I feel like it's in them up big time. Because you're this beautiful child. I'm not sure what happened. Let's find out what's up. I feel like this is walking away from instability, okay? And I feel like the reason that you thought you were you may not even remember, but this could even be for a child currently. That's like, I thought that when you took me, that I was going to be put in a situation that was different or better than where I just came from. Mental conflict. It's two of you. I'm telling you, siblings, or they took two. They could have intentionally took two people of two different backgrounds. Let me see what happens, because you're together. You could have grown up, if this is you, that you could have grown up to, I don't feel like you're different color skin. Or different ethnic. There's no way you could be blood brother or sister. You both came from some type of foster home. But here you are, the two of you could have just became real tight and stayed to yourselves. I feel like the two of you are just real wise old souls. And this is why you gravitated towards each other. You know what I also feel? At some point, whether you remember it or not, there was somebody that said they were going to help you get out. I feel like you went from this, or you were found somewhere. It's just real weird. I'm all alone in the world, okay? This could have been people that gathered children. Rip your soul out. Gathered children and shit for these Masons and for these groups. Masonic groups. Somebody was supposed to free you from it. They told you as children that they were going to free you, or as teenagers. And I feel here's you waiting. This is like, I'm waiting, okay? This is outside. This reminds me of being outside by a dock or something. Temporary winners. You were waiting and waiting and waiting for some type of, what is this with the Knight of Cups? Loyal information. This is a solid, here I am, savior. That's what this knight is for me. Sagittarius, but I'm not sure why that would fly out. Did they... What happened? Something happened in the dark at night. You know what I think? I think somebody's ancestors or alien beings actually intervened here. If it felt like I said, you may not even know that this happened, okay? I'm going to flip out more letters. Tell me what happened. It was stopped in some way. Let me put this ghost app on. You accomplish great things and instantly fail. So this would have been a great thing that they did, getting the two of you out of here. They're showing me a cave and everything, and I've seen this shit in my mind. It looked like catacombs in France and shit. These weird things that these kids that were placed in caves to live and forced to do things with each other. This is what I saw in my freaking head, and I know other people saw it too. I'm not sure how far it goes with my things in my head with the brain hacking and brain mapping being able to be seen on something else, but I know somebody's got it. Darwin or Darwin. It was real weird. It was playing house, and then the two of them became, at a very young age, lovers. Okay, this is the shit. Which is another reason why I was getting attacked so heavy. And before you attack me, make sure that this isn't your story too, because most of these kids are way into their 40s and 50s and even older by now. LAVM. This could be a Lamont even, or a Lamar. LA. Lavon. Alvin. ALV. Alma. The Alamo. To the Alamo. A developer. I see Lane too. JELAME. I'm starting out slow today. I drank yesterday and I feel like shit. I'm not used to it. Let me explain. Boy, not the supermodel lifestyle and shit. That's what it feels like to me, though, with the beautiful. I feel like if there's two of you, you're both attractive. And I know, or you wouldn't be in this, that you were part of this. I don't know if it's an experiment or this is just how cults did it back then. It could have been that the two of you being at different ethnicities, let's say usually this has something to do with wealth, which is this king thing. It could have been that the two of you were being punished in some way. You know what I feel? I feel that you didn't want to separate. You became best friends and maybe even something else. You became reliant on each other, like you could trust nobody else. And I think that they put you and forced you to spend time together thinking that you would agitate each other, and I'm guessing that these are the kind of people that get agitated. They don't like being around. It could even be these gay Freemasons that tried to force him around you as a child for the female, thinking that you were going to wind up driving him crazy. And I have a feeling that didn't happen. If you're still waiting on this, I feel like the waiting is they wind up being best friends with each other and being counterparts. And then, of course, it's like, well, you can't have that, you know what I mean? During this darkness, it just feels real dark, like, I'm not sure if there are videos or footage of this. I'm sure that there is, though. They also showed me somebody named Franny coming into this cave, and there was a van outside. It looked like one of those old vans from those old type of Volkswagen vans from back in the day. This would be the 70s or 80s. Coming in with another boy and then swapping out. So this swapping out thing, and I'm not sure if it was a boy that looked just like this one. That could have grown over time with the cloning and shit, or finding out that there were siblings and even doing it. But this just felt like the swapping out and testing to see how boys even react to you as a little girl. And then they pull them away. it could have happened where it could have been where they told them to betray you or hurt you in some way, and you just feel like the kind of woman, and even as a little girl, where it's hard to do that to you. There could have even been a situation here where this guy was supposed to bring you somewhere and something happened and maybe he didn't want to. Okay, this king guy may not have been. I feel compassion because didn't that guy, Oliver Warbucks, wasn't he kind of a tyrant a tyrannical, wealthy man who wound up, she softened the shit out of this man, right? It could be something like that. This man could have also been the same ethnicity as one of you and understood. I feel like this guy, this king guy, this wealthy man, I feel like he had to play both sides in a situation. Your future's your outcome of your life. I believe if this man didn't do what he did or not do, okay, that you two may have been gone a long time ago. I don't even know if he's still here, but this is just what I feel. LME would also be right. Let me explain. Alright, we got that now. Damsel, you mirror each other, definitely. If you were separated, I mean, some of you could even be married and you don't even realize that you met back up with each other and shit. This is possibly how you became soulmates, alright? If the soulmate thing doesn't begin through birth, it could be that, oh man, do you remember me doing the video yesterday about the trauma bond and saying it's not such a bad thing and I'll take the trauma if this person's in my life? This could be one of them things where yin and yang. That's what this is. This is about as trauma bonding as it could possibly get. Damsel in distress. I feel like you have a high sex drive. I did pick up that they were telling these kids to do things with each other. I never saw anybody recording. Now, it would be weird if they didn't, though, and I'm not sure what it was like back then when it comes to recording. There's technology that we don't even know that they had, but I never saw anybody recording anything. Maybe they just didn't. Sometimes I open my eyes too quick. What are you constantly putting your time into? You. This is the mirror. She looks in the mirror, and I feel like this could be an impulsive, instinctive thing to overlove yourself. If people think that you're vain or that you look in the mirror a lot, it could be because of this thing that you've been through that you may not even remember. You could have been in a situation where you had to play or there wasn't much around you and it could have just been a fucking mirror, you know? They're showing me a little girl who's sitting in the mirror and basically just love like a woman for security, right? Investing in your own, something that makes you feel secure. You could have started doing your hair, even saying positive things to yourself. You could have not known about mirror magic back then, is what I feel, and you were looking in the mirror and thinking amazing things about yourself. This situation helped you become that master spellcaster on yourself, is what it feels like. I don't feel crying and sitting in the corner and playing victim. I feel this is instinctive. It could be a bloodline thing with the temperance here, where during times like that, you overly love yourself. I mean, it could have been the male too, but if you're this female, the attraction to you could be an earth sign, an air sign. I just feel like you're constantly, it's constant ridicule or constant trying to break you down. And if you feel like you're going through this still today, I'm guessing that you would be the most targeted of targets. like it never stopped kind of thing, right? Or what is this even about? For those of you who don't speak anything about the government, this could definitely be that they don't want you to find out, especially when you have this awakening and they have people watching you and they know that you're ascending and they know that you have these gifts possibly of being shown things as well from the past in your mind. They will come and attack your mind. That's the whole point of this mental conflict. And it's this gift that you have with the moon card and then trying to interfere and hack your gifts. Yeah, and this is blinding your third eye as well. All black magic on me, return to sender immediately. And so it is. That's it. I feel like you're immune to judgment, and that bothers people. Maybe this is going to help people understand why you are so supernaturally something. Strong, driven, vain, secure. It has a lot to do with this situation that you were in that not many people know about. And I'm hoping that somebody who's in the industry will wind up gathering the right information and putting a movie or a show out there about multiple people, maybe it'll be both, about people who experience this shit. Even if it's just the story of this. And you're going to feel it when you watch it. That's how people are going to know that there's a good possibility that they were victims of this as well. This is what I hope. Because a lot of you have this elements, that you work well with all the elements. And this is why. You deal with negativity a lot, but you transmute that stuff, man. It's instant sometimes. I just hope this helps people understand why it triggers a lot of people when you have someone that's this confident about themselves and this strong. They don't know that something is supposed to be destroying them. You know what I mean? It's either I don't pay attention, I'm always in the moment, I don't give a fuck. There's something with my cellular memory that knows that I've been dealing with this since I was possibly even an infant. This type, because it's energy, remember. It could just be somebody holding you as a child and looking at you and they can't stand that you're that beautiful. I mean, that's how it started for some people. You're looking at me and you're angry and now you're holding me and shit. You just became a master return to sender of this negativity since you were a baby. I hope this helps. See you.